Hello, my lovely subscribers. I know it has been quite some time since you last heard from me, yes? Well, please, I deeply apologize to all of you for leaving you alone for so long. From what I can see on my YouTube channel, it's only been about 2 weeks. On my last video I uploaded, it says it's been about 3 weeks. And I am so sorry for not uploading. But a lot of problems came up. Like, my phone went out of date, and I had to get a laptop, and the laptop was having problems. And overall, I am completely and utterly sorry. Please forgive me for leaving you alone without an update. But yes. But to make up for this, I have another video for all of you. But unfortunately, that video was on my phone, and now my phone is out of date. So I thought up of recreating that video again. This was the exact same photo I used. This one. As you can see, I have a laptop now. So yeah. Anyways, this is what if Deku was reincarnated into that time I got reincarnated as a slime, but with a twist. Anyway, let's get this started, shall we? We come to an opening scene as we see an older version of Deku, or in this case, Izuku Midoriya. Izuku Midoriya is now a thriving 20-year-old. He finished UA High around 7 years ago. And I'm making UA High a high school in this. Or no, not a high school, a college. So yeah, he finished off a little bit ago. Or he finished a little while ago, actually. I'm not giving you a date because it doesn't really matter at this point, as what matters is what's going to happen next. So yeah. Anyway, as when Izuku was taking down a villain, when he was taking down this villain, this would be Shigaraki. Shigaraki has been roaming around the world, causing mass destruction and mayhem. And Deku has been chasing him ever since, never letting up on the chase. But this is where it begins. So, as Deku drops down with a gigantic kaboom, he looks up with a malice in his eyes. He says, "Tomura," as Shigaraki, "Midoriya. What a lovely surprise, Midoriya. Come to join us for the fun. I will stop you one way or another, Tomura." "Oh, come on, Midoriya. Stop with the formalities. Whatever happened to Izuku? And you can call me Shigaraki." "No. I will get... No, wait. I will... Dang it, I had it on my head. Whatever. Well, let's get this started, eh? Let's stop with the talk, and let's get the fighting already." As Shigaraki rushes forward with his hand reached out, "Here I come!" as he sticks his hand out. Yeah, no you don't. As Izuku shifts his body inward towards the left, sucking in the entire left side of his body inward and out of the way of his hand, pushing out the right side more out to the right, dodging the touch. Oh, that was close. He's gotten fast. He seems nearly twice as fast as the last time we battled. When was that? 2 years ago? Whatever. Looks like I'm gonna have to go in 20% for this. As he charges up 20%, full cal. As his speed is greater and faster in 20%. So, yeah, I really shouldn't have picked out to do this when I'm tired. My God. But, no matter. This is an apology, what if? Anyway, as Izuku is battling Shigaraki, this battle would carry on throughout the day. But as Shigaraki feels a little bit more tired and wear down through the fight, he realizes something. There's someone following him. And this someone would be Hagakure. As he senses out for Hagakure, since he has not seen her, due to her being invisible, as he feels around him, using one of his many sensory abilities and quirks. Oh yeah, spoilers for anybody who's watching the anime. I'm gonna make manga spoilers. So yeah, if you don't want to be spoiled by the manga or the future animes or anything to do with that time I got reincarnated as a slime, click off of this video. This video is not for you if you don't like being spoiled. But if you do like being spoiled, well, that's your own choice. Hang on, gotta drink something. But yeah. Anyway. Oh, wait. Sorry guys, I had to position myself a lot better. So yeah. As Shigaraki, he grabs Hagakure. He is nearly about to touch all 5 fingers down onto her neck. As Izuku, stop! What do you want? Just don't. Deku, Hagakure, Deku, you don't have to do this. Don't. As in this universe, or I'ma say timeline, they figured out about Deku's quirk. They figured out that it's All Might's power and all that. Don't. Now we go back. Don't. Don't give it to him. You know what he's gonna do with it. I can't. If I could save a life, then I will. I won't allow you to die, Hagakure. If I can save you, I will. I will do anything. Now, Shigaraki, what do you want? You know what I want, Izuku. Damn. Now, walk over here, slowly. As Izuku turns off One for All, and he begins to walk over there with his hands in the sky. Just don't do it. I surrender. Deku, no! Don't! Don't give it to him! Don't! You're only going to make it worse! I said what I said, Hagakure. If I can save a life, I will. That is what All Might taught me. Oh, blah, 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 boo-hoo. All Might taught me this, All Might taught me that. I don't care. Now shut up and get over here. Alright, okay, just relax. As Shigaraki's fingers getting dangerously close to Hagakure's neck. So, as Izuku gets closer, Shigaraki sees his opportunity, and he throws Hagakure at Deku, rushing Deku, going to the left, right, in a zip, going a zigzag direction, you know? One zigzag going longer than the other zigzag, like he did a big left, then another big right. And then he eventually got behind Deku and put his hands around his neck. Now, to take that little pest that you call One for All. As he puts his hand on his head, all 5 fingers connecting, but it's not the decay quirk. It's All for One's quirk. As black lightning appears around his hand, sucking out the quirk. Izuku's very being itself is being torn apart from the inside out, tearing apart every cell that allowed the quirk One for All to be absorbed. You know? Like, the cells of a person's quirk is tied to their very being. So it's gotta be painful. Like, agonizingly painful. Like, think of the most insignificant little pain that you felt that was so annoying and hurtful times 1,000. Like, imagine stepping on a nut or a bolt, or stepping on a needle upside down, or like something like that. It feels like pins and needles are just piercing him all over the place. And then like his guts are turning inside out, ripping each other apart. Blood would start spewing out of his mouth. And then his eyes would grow blood red veins. And then his blood would start pouring out of his eyelids and then out of his ears. As he would scream in agonizing pain. Ah! Just alright, that's enough. As blood is spewing out of his mouth as he's screaming. Like, it's almost like he's choking on his own blood. The feeling of your guts being punctured and bleeding out within you, it would travel up his throat or through his tube or whatever you want to call it. But it would travel up through his throat and blood would start spewing out of his mouth as he's trying to scream. His lungs becoming filled with blood, making him spew out blood as he's trying to talk, taking in air, suffocating on his own blood. And this is a more deadly, refined version of All for One. So yeah. As Deku's in his own head, as when this happens, he sees something. He sees as Izuku begins to see God himself. As time begins to slow down, as my character, or one of my many puppets, speaks. Hello, Izuku. It's nice seeing you, but at the same time, it's not. Who, who are you? How come you don't have a face? Azuku, I am a deity. Facial looks don't matter to me. I can look like whoever I want to look like. Are, are you? Yes. I am Kami, the god of life itself. Uh, wow. What are you doing here? What I am doing here is reincarnating you. What? Yes, I am reincarnating you, Azuku. Your life, um, I've been observing you and your life and how it's been going. Uh, let's just say that your life is not really the life that most would want to live. Uh, y- yeah, yeah, I guess. But what are you reincarnating me as? That's your choice. My choice? Yes, your choice. Here, take a look. As my character with the white hands and black nail polish claps his hands together, as instantaneously a gaming board is set up. What, what, what is this? This, young Azuku, is the reincarnation board. It is filled up with the most recent abilities that I came up with. Some of them are overpowered in some worlds, some of them weak. But if given enough time and training, they can become something great. And if you do certain combinations with these abilities and powers, you will become a god. Wow, I know. But you must reincarnate in a world that I choose. You choose, yes. So that way I can balance out things. If you are reincarnated in a certain world that I want, and it makes your abilities weak, well then that'll give you a boost. But if I choose so, I can reincarnate you into a world that is generally more positive to your powers and abilities that you might choose, and certain combinations may turn you into something else. Uh, okay. Well, what I know what question you were about to ask. You were about to ask what type of world I was going to reincarnate you in. Well, I've already had that figured out long before you even arrived. I already know what you were about to say. Oh, well, you are God, so I guess I really shouldn't be surprised. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, but anyway. But anyways, pick your abilities and I'll get you going. Your maximum amount of abilities that you can choose are 7. 7 abilities? Yes. Okay. Well, let's see here. As I'll try and list out some of the abilities, but some of them I'm just gonna make up right on the spot. Hang on, I'll be right back, my lovely viewers. I gotta deal with something. Hello, my lovely viewers, and we're back. Okay, now last time we left off. Oh, um, I guess I'll explain what I did. My mom came in my room and she asked me to make her some grilled cheese, so I did. So yeah, that took a little bit of a minute, but yeah, I'm back. Anyway, um, Now, where were we? Oh yeah, Deku is picking out his abilities and I was gonna explain it. Okay, the first ability is called Atom. Atom is an ability that allows... It's basically the same thing as Great Sage as you see in the anime. It's basically the same thing, but a little bit better in a way. You can ask for Pacifics, and you can ask for Pacific information instead of like something very vague. It's something like when Rimuru upgrades Sage into something. So it's like a little bit better than Great Sage, to be honest. It's about like max level at the start, basically. But yeah, uh, Steal. Steal allows you to steal any ability that you see right in front of you, and or steal any type of potions or any abilities by touching a person by their head and or by the back of the head, or just by touch near the spinal cord, because the spinal cord is where most of the DNA of the ability and memory goes, is what I believe. Anyone try to tell me difference? Don't. I'm just... No. Just don't. But yeah. Anyway. That's, I believe, 2 abilities and another one. Azuku suddenly asked the question, can I bring anything from my world to the other world? Yes, absolutely. In fact, there's an ability on there. It's called Wishmaker. Wishmaker? Yes, search around in there. In fact, hang on. As a see-through keyboard appears right in front of me, as I scroll up and I type Wishmaker. Click. Ah, yes, there it is, Wishmaker. Or, to be exact, Wishmaker 2.0. 2.0? What happened to the first? Oh, that one was a little bit buggy. The wishes were bugged out and I couldn't grant any. So I made up another Wishmaker and it works flawlessly. Now it's specifically tied to you. Not many people have Wishmaker anymore, since they've seen that their wishes weren't coming true thanks to the first one that I made. They don't have any faith in gods anymore, so they rarely make any wishes. They don't have that belief anymore that I exist and that I don't grant their wishes. But now that I made a Wishmaker 2.0, I can fully grant any wish. But for you, since it's a skill, not a belief or anything like that, you have to level it up. But just because I'm generous and overall kind as I am, I'm gonna max you out to a level of 13, which is there is a 22% chance that your wish will come true when you make a wish on a star on each night. Oh, awesome. Thank you. You're welcome. Anyway, that should be your 4th wish. Or no, that should be your 4th skill. That should be your 4th skill. Now back onto the topic. What do you want back from your old world exactly? Because if you want something specific, it's gonna take up a slot of your abilities. You're almost coming up to 3 abilities left. Oh, okay. Bakugo's explosions. I want his power, but times 10. You want his power, but times 10, eh? Ah, not a bad request. Okay, I'll make it happen, but I'll start you off as level 0 on that skill. As you hear my hand clap, and suddenly massive explosions happen to his hands. Whoa, I didn't expect... As the explosions slowly simmer down to sparkles instead of full-on igniting explosions. Remember, Azuku, I'm not giving you these abilities fully maxed out. I'm only giving you Wishmaker maxed out to 13. Oh, right. Okay, uh, um, same thing for Todoroki's abilities and skills. Okay. Alright, since this one is a little bit more controlled, and it's times 10, like Bakugo's quirk, and I just recently looked at Todoroki's file, and I can see that he's built up quite the resistance to cold. He's built up quite the resistance to frostbite, but not so much as fire. But it is a decent resistance to fire. I would say you can use your fire for half an hour before it starts to burn your own skin. Oh, wow. I didn't realize that he worked on his power that much. Yeah. And since you asked for it to be 10 times more powerful, it's gonna be blue flames and black ice. Two of the strongest versions of those two elements that you can ever come across. Black ice basically is like concrete or steel. That's how hard it is. And if you have a very critique control over it, you can make your own ice weapons. An ice axe, hatchet, knife, sword, shield, anything. Same thing for the flames. You can make your weapons. You can shape it into weapons. Black ice is 10 times more powerful than both rock, stone, steel, iron, and tungsten in your world. But since tungsten in this world is much more, how do I say this, much more rare in this world. Since it's more rarer in this world that nobody has been able to find tungsten. But if you come across a gold mine full of tungsten, make sure to grab all of it. And magical steel, by the way. Magical steel? So wait, I'm being reincarnated in a world where magic and all that exist? Yes, but that's not the only details. There's also a few reincarnee... had to burp. There also is a few reincarnated people in there already. In fact, another reincarnated person is going there as well. He might just relocate with you, in fact. Had to take a drink. Yeah, I remember him when I met him. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna reincarnate him and you together in the same spot. I rarely get to do this much, since I don't really see a lot of people with compatibility. Yeah, there we go. Compatibility. But by seeing both of your lives play out, I'm just gonna say that both of you will work good together. Oh, okay. Well, what does he look like? What's his name? Huh. I don't know. I remember him having this eye. This weird eye on the left side of his socket. It was purple, I think? With some sort of weird black dot in each thing? I don't know. I rarely keep my eye on other worlds. Too much paperwork and too much work to even keep an eye on both of them. But yeah, his life was pretty dramatic from his childhood all the way up to his 30s. But eventually, he got what he wanted. He did what he said he was gonna do. And yeah, that's pretty much it from what I could remember from that guy. Huh. You know, from a childhood, he was pretty interesting. Very loud. Very loud and disrespectful to most elders. But yeah, anyway. Now, back on to the topic of your abilities. You have one slot left, that is number 7. Now, what ability that you want for this one? Uh, um, I guess my quirk? Or technically now it's Shigaraki's quirk. Which one? The one for all one or the all for one one? The the one for all one. But let me guess, you're gonna want it to be 10 times. No, I actually want it to be around I want it to be 20 times instead of 10. Okay, this is gonna take a lot of energy and magicals. When you spawn in, you're gonna be pretty weak since you want it to be 20 times powerful than what it was in your world. I understand. Okay, well, that should be everything. Oh wait, actually, can I exchange one of those? Which one is exactly? Bakugo's explosions. Really? I think that would be more useful in in the world you're going in, more attack damage than defense. Yeah, can I have absorb or something like a game, what is that called in those games again? I think it was called appraisal. Appraisal. Appraisal? Nah, now that I think about it, I think I had a more powerful version of that in your world. Now, I think a simple rundown is appraisal is something like you want information on a specific thing, more in depth, explaining what it is and what its biology is, correct? Yes, and also absorb to merge with it. Okay, well, that technically leaves still one slot open since you asked for both to be merged into one. So, Bakugo's explosions again. Wow, kid. You did something very cocky that most wouldn't even dare to do. Well, I am smart. Ah, I'll give it to you this time, Izuku. You are smart. But next time, however, when we meet, next time you'll be more of a fool than you are. You'll be more the fool than smart. Yeah. As a nervous laugh with a sweat droplet going down the side of his face drips all the way down to his chin, coming off. But yeah, anyway. But for this, since you are very smart and I'm gonna give it to you, I'm gonna do something special for you now. What is it? Let's just say you're gonna forget for a little bit, and something very interesting is gonna happen. Wait, what do you mean I'm gonna forget? What am I gonna forget? Oh, nothing, just a few memories here and there, like, I don't know, maybe everything until you left UA. Wait, what? Bye! As everything goes black, and a gate opens. Everything's is pure black, like he cannot see a thing. And then suddenly, this happens. Suddenly, a whirl of energy is spinning around him, like this. As you see it spinning a 360-degree angle from the top to bottom. It's spinning and spinning and spinning. As this spinning soon leads him outside, this spinning whirlpool or vortex soon teleports him inside of a dark, foreboding cave. As when he wakes up, he finds a red tail attached to him. As he freaks out, saying, "What? What is this? What is the what am I?" A box popping up. Notice, you have been reincarnated by the all-gracious deity himself, the life, the god of life, Azure. Azure is my name, by the way, or my puppet's name. Azure, the god of life. Uh, uh, wow, I guess he really did mean that I was reincarnated. But didn't he say something about my memory? Well, come to think of it, I don't remember anything about my past life, apparently. Huh. As he hears someone next to him, he thinks back to the conversation about that person that Azure said that he said that would be reincarnating with him. As he says, "Oh, my head. What? Where am I? Uh, what? Who are you? Who am I? Who are you? Hey, I asked you first. Alright, fine. My name is Izuku Midoriya. Okay, I said my name, now you. The name's Naruto Uzumaki. Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze to you, bud." Huh. Man, he didn't say anything about this guy being annoying. Or prideful, for that fact. "Hey, I can hear you." "Wait, you can?" "Yeah, this guy named Azure gave me the ability to hear what people are thinking. That way I can become more stealthily and recon missions." Man, this is gonna be a pain. Anyway, who are you? How did we get here? Well, since you remember the guy Azure, he told me about you. He said that you and me will be reincarnating together, since he saw us as applicants to reincarnate to each other. Really? Azure is so lame. What do you mean by that? I mean, like, he reincarnated me with you? Hey, that's mean. Well, whatever. Anyway, apparently since we are reincarnated, that means that we both died. How did you die? As he goes on to explain how he died. Ooh, that's gotta suck. Man, I hate it when my enemies do that to me. They throw somebody in that I care for so deeply that I would throw my own life away for them. It's just annoying, you know? As Deku in his own head. Yeah, well, I guess he is right. I know. Hey, would you stop with that mind reading stuff? Okay, okay. Since it's such a touchy subject to you, I'll stop. Alright, thanks. Anyway, how'd you die? As Naruto begins to explain that he died of old age, or he died of an assassin. Yeah, that sounds more like it. Or more or less, he died by the hands of his own son. Oh, yo, what? Yeah, it's very hard and very complicated. You see, in my world, I lived out my full life to the fullest of my content. My name was Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, the son of the Undaimade Hokage. Okay, this Hokage person, is he someone important? Someone well, I guess you are from another world, I presume, since you don't know who I am. Come to think of it, Azure did say that I would be reincarnated with someone who had green hair and freckles, but you don't wait. Now that I get a good look at you, you do have green hair and freckles. Huh, I guess he was right. Yeah, he always is right. He's God. What do you expect from a deity? You expect them to lie and manipulate? Well, in my world, a god is someone who isn't very nice, you see, as he goes on to explain Kaguya and their situation. Huh, well, I guess I can see where you're coming from with Kaguya and all. The goddess of chakra and the creator and mother of chakra itself. So I guess I can see where you're coming from, pal. Yeah. So anyway, I died by an assassination attempt by Boroshiki. Who's Boroshiki? I thought you said that your son's name was Boruto. Well, it was, but yeah, yeah. As Naruto suddenly drops his head. You see, a few years back, before my son Boruto became this other person, as Naruto begins to explain the Karma Seal and what it does. Oh wow, so your son's body was taken over by an alien that was an Utsutsuki? Yeah. It was a shame that I lost him that day. I was not the best father in the world, but I tried though. Yeah, I I guess I can see your point. I tried to start a family of my own, you know. Oh, really? What happened? Well, I got into a fight with Shigaraki, which you know. Uh, well, I sorta had a divorce. Divorce? What happened between you two? Or who is this person that you divorced? Well, it was Ochako Uraraka. You see, after I sort of became the number one hero in that world, in my home, she really didn't, per se, become famous and raise money for her parents, and she sort of got jealous of that. She got so jealous, in fact, that she divorced me. I asked her what was wrong, and she didn't answer me multiple times. I said I'd do anything to fix what I've done. She didn't answer. Soon afterwards, things were just rocky after that. She never texted me nor called me for anything. Then, after a few months, Mina Ashiro called me and told me why. At first, I was generally pissed. Like, I was angry. But then I realized it wasn't her fault. It was my fault for not paying attention enough. Ah, yeah. I get what you're going at, man. I've had that experience as well. I tried to bond with my son and my daughter, but things, they were just rocky and it didn't really work out for me and my family. The pain of not understanding and not appreciating what you have. You wanted to become the Hokage, which you did, which took up a lot of your time. And I was ignoring Uraraka because I had my duties and my dedication to be the number one and the symbol of peace. And I ended up bringing it all down on myself. I get your pain, man. I get it. Glad we can come to an understanding, Izuku. Calling me Izuku, it just doesn't feel right. Just call me Midoriya. And what do I call you? Uzumaki? No, just call me Naruto. I'm pretty used to people calling me Naruto nowadays. But yeah, as Naruto begins to go on to an complete rant about the shinobi life, the Hokage and how important they are, explaining the entirety of Naruto Shippuden, Boruto, and so on and so forth, to the manga and all that. Byron mode and Kurama. Oh wow, so your economic value in all of this stuff is quite impressive. Yeah, I know, us shinobi are pretty awesome if I gotta say so. Yeah, no doubt. I don't think I've ever heard of anything like chakra in my world. Although I think I have, but it's mostly to do with spiritual and stuff, like spiritual connection with yourself and your loving yourself, you know? Oh yeah. Those that happens in my world as well. Oh really? Yeah. A lot of people think that chakra is supposed to be something that you connect to, not something that you use in battle. More or less it's something that some people think that it's more or less something that is to be used to calm oneself and become one with the earth and whatnot. But that's their opinion. We shinobi really don't care just as long as that we're safe. You know, trying to protect the family, the village, all that, just as long as we're safe, they can talk about chakra however way they want, just that we make sure that Konoha and all of its people are safe. Oh wow, so you speak very highly of your home. Well yeah, of course. I was the Hokage. I'm supposed to be deeply caring for my village and my homeland. If I weren't, I don't deserve to be having the title Hokage. Yeah, well I guess you're right there, yeah, you have a fair point. The Hokage, from what I understand from your world, is supposed to be this all-powerful person who protects their people no matter the cost, right? Yeah, now you're getting it, Naruto. Or no, dang it, I sucked myself out. Now you're getting it, Deku. Actually that is my name. That's my hero name. My hero name is Deku. But yeah, doesn't it mean useless person in the terms? Well, I decided to keep the name because of Uraraka, as he explains the reason why he chose the name. Oh wow, so you're still keeping it after all of that drama? Well, of course. It's something to look back on. The happy memories, you know? So, calling me Deku will just bring back the happy memories. Just as so long as I don't focus on something that will make me sad, of course. But doesn't that defeat the purpose of the happy memory? Like, I've focused on, like, happy memories, and it's only brought pain to my heart. Well, it's okay in my book, okay, Naruto? Alright, Deku. Anyway, what am I? Well, you seem to be some sort of a weaker version of myself. Wait, what? How am I weak? Wait, why am I so small? Notice. Or Kurama. Notice. You are a species named the Wyvern. The person standing in front of you is a species named the Draconians. What? Kurama, what? You heard what I said, brat. Don't act like you didn't. Okay. Well, Kurama just said that I'm a species named a Wyverian? A Wyverian? A Wyverian, right? Yes. Oh. Well, apparently I'm a part of a species named a Wyverian. Oh. Yeah? Apparently it's something related to you but weaker. Oh. Oh, okay. So you're a Wyvernian, which is a weaker version of the species that I am, right? What did your friend say the species that I am from? Well, he said that you're a draconian. A draconian? Wait, let me think. As he begins to think back on NPCs and like these old games, like all these game functions, the races, then he thinks to a draconian. Oh, I get it. I'm a draconian. It's a species that is supposed to be the stronger version of a dragon, so I'm more pure dragon, which is why I'm named a draconian, because I'm more closer to the relative of a dragon. Ah, so wait, I'm a weaker version of a dragon? Apparently. Man, that's so lame. Why am I the weaker version and you're the stronger version of a dragon? Well, I don't know. Maybe it's because of, I'm gonna change my name again. Maybe it's because of Arthas we are like this. Okay, wait, I gotta go take a whiz. I'll be right back. Hang on, just gotta do this. Alright, and I'm back. Sorry guys if I took a little bit. Which again probably isn't, since it took like a few seconds for you guys, but for me it took a bit longer. But yeah, I just got back with some Pizza 73 and some curly fries and a can of Coke. Not sponsored. But yeah. Anyway, if you perhaps like hear me like pause and not speak for a little bit, that's probably because I'm eating and like need to take a drink. In fact, let me open my can right now. Oh man, at this rate I'm probably gonna turn into an ASMR channel. Oh my god. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Okay, where were we? We were at that point. Alright, so wait, I'm like a weaker version of you? Yeah, but probably not by much though. Man, this sucks. Well, life sucks. It's not gonna be easy for you. Yeah, I know, I know. After all, I am the Hokage of my village. Ex-Hokage now. Yeah, I guess you are. But anyway, yeah. Okay, so, wait. How do I look? As, as, he creates a mirror and he looks at himself. Huh. Oh, wow. So, he really did give me what I wanted. Hey, now that I mention it, I haven't really turned on my night vision. Night vision? Oh, well, I guess that is one of the properties of being a draconian and a wyvernian. We both come with night vision. Okay, let's turn that on then. As they both blink their eyes at the same time, thinking of the same way. As they open them again, it's almost like they can see light. Like, they see everything in color. It's not like dark or anything. There's nothing blocking the view. Oh, wow. You're in total, complete samurai armor. Oh, yeah. I did ask for samurai armor back when I was with Arthas. Now that I think about it, yeah. I did ask for a few things. As he lists them off. The same thing similar to Deku. Like, he wished that he had the abilities of Nagato and the Renegon and Tensegon, which we call the Rene Tensegon. The Rene Tensegon is basically a fusion between Tensegon and Renegon, so hang on, gotta take a sip of my iced tea. Yes, I have a Coke and iced tea. Don't blame me. Alright, that's all of my iced tea. Oh. But yeah. Anyway, back to what Naruto was asking for. Okay, so you basically wished for the same setup as me, but a little different. Yeah, it appears so. I didn't ask about anything being 10 times that, but I guess my traits that I wanted are fairly similar to a Wyvernian. But wait, how come we don't have wings yet? Kurama and Apollo or whatever? Notice. You do not have the flight skill yet. You do not have the flight skill yet. You know, it goes on and on about explaining, like, you need a certain amount of leveling to, like, get the ability to fly and have wings. So yeah. So how many levels is that exactly? Notice, you must kill 246 human souls. 246? There ain't no way. Well, I guess we could kill bad guys, right? Well, that's not my hero code, but technically I'm not in my world, so I guess so? As Deku is really unsure if he should kill bad guys in this world, because that goes against the morals that he was taught from All Might. You must never kill. Except for the one exception that is absolutely called upon. But considering that he's not in his world anymore, that law doesn't really come into play anymore. Well, I guess... Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. Alright, cool. Going against your code to become stronger. I think it'd be best anyway as well. But anyways, how are we gonna get out of here exactly? No. This time it's Kurama. Notice, there is an entrance and an exit to the north and south. The entrance is towards the north, and the back way is towards the south. Oh, okay. Kurama just told me that there's an entrance and an exit to the north and south. Oh, well, perfect. If we go towards the south, then we should come across an exit then. But I can't help but feel like there's a chance that there could be an opportunity for leveling. Leveling? Yeah, like becoming stronger, you know? This cave could open up a lot of opportunities for us to grow stronger and level our abilities up to the extent that we wanted them to be, you know? Oh, well, I guess you're right about that. Hang on, guys, I gotta eat. You know what? Instead of turning this into an ASMR video, I'm just gonna pause this and eat for a little bit. I'll be right back. Hang on. Alright, and we're back. So, yeah. Anyways, where we were was, oh, I am sorry if I'm, like, not speaking, but that pizza, oh, why am I saying it like that YouTuber for Aaron Yeager? that pizza really left a mark on my stomach and my burping. So expect a lot of silence most of the time because either a burp is trying to escape or something else out of my mouth. But yeah, anyway. So last we left off, we were discussing about Naruto and Deku wondering what to do. Wondering what to do about the... how do I say this? About the cave system. Towards the north, there is an entrance. Towards the south, there is an exit, as Kurama put it. So they said that they would head towards the entrance. The entrance is about half a mile away. The exit is another 2.5 miles away. There is already a square mile going the direction towards the entrance and another mile between the halfway mark from the entrance. So yeah. Anyway, as Naruto says that he has a lot of abilities and skills thanks to him asking for a lot of skills and abilities that he had mashed together. He said that he wanted the Rinnegan and Tensegan to be mashed as one, creating the Rinnetensegan. The Rinnetensegan is a very powerful dojutsu that was created by Arthas, my puppet, aka God. So yeah, as my character created the Tensei Rinnegan, a lot of interesting things would happen, you see. Oh man. Oh man, I gotta take a drink. Hang on. Sorry if I'm being disgusting, that's just how I am. Let me just move my computer over here on this side. Alright, now it's on my right. Originally it was on my rolling desk to my left, but now it's on my right. There we go. I got much more of a better view of my pictures than I'm showing. Alright. Dang it, I can never find a good position for these. But yeah, as Naruto was saying, let's just keep going. So yeah, I got the Rinnetensegan. As he explains the abilities of the Rinnegan and Tensegan. The Rinnegan, it has 6 paths. 6 paths? Yes. The Ashura path, the human path, the Preta path, the machine path, the human path. I think that's about most of the paths that I know. And the God path. God path? Are you like Arthas? No. What I can do is distort the gravity around a person, pulling them or pushing them. Oh, okay. What do you call it? I call it almighty push and almighty pull. Huh. No identity. No identity, just push and pull? Yeah, that's about the size of it. Wow. Okay, that's very simple. But I've worked with simpler people. Hey. What, you were throwing jabs at me earlier about my name and what I've been doing. It's only right if I throw a couple of jabs at you. Well, I guess you have a point there. Of course I do. Anyway. Yeah. Okay, so that's most of the Renegon's abilities. What about this Tensegon, whatever? It's called Tensegon. Yeah, Tensogon, whatever. Just tell me. Ah, whatever. You're just gonna play fun with me. You're just gonna play around with that name, aren't you? Man, you know me so well already, even though that we've already spent like 2 minutes together. I can tell this is gonna be a pain with you. Well, yeah, it's me. Well, yeah. The Tensegon's abilities are an enhanced speed, strength, mobility, flexibility, and all 6 senses boosted up times 20. Okay, wow, I wasn't expecting that from the Tensegon. Tensegon! Yeah, whatever, Sherlock. Anyway, that's a lot of abilities. That's a lot of skills and abilities that come with that eye. Yes, I know. Anyways, that's just one of the abilities that I wished for. Oh, wow. Okay, so you got that my abilities all in one package? Yeah. He told me about the one package deal, that I can pick any power and it all comes in one package. So I had like, what, 6? 5? Yeah, 6 abilities to pick, and one slot was already filled by that package deal. Man, I don't know why he didn't do that for me. Oh, well, I asked for it. What? Yeah, I wondered if there was a package deal, if I could, like, do something special with it. And apparently there was. Good thing I figured it out, too. If I didn't pick that package deal, I don't know what I would have done. But hey, you're weaker than me, right? I'm really starting to regret picking anything without questioning it. Well, now you know, don't ya? Well, whatever. 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 It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing, huh? Yep, I'm fine. I'm totally fine. You say that, yet you don't look fine. Yeah, it's called a lie for a reason. Sorry guys. My throat and all that is just clogged up with a bunch of snot and whatnot at the back of my throat. That's why I'm sniffling so much. I don't feel sad in any type of way. I'm just like sick for some reason. So like, there's like a lot of snot and that built up in the back of my throat. So yeah. Anyway. As he says, anywho, that's just a few of my abilities. A few? That's just one ability, apparently to the package deal. Anyway, what's the other abilities? Oh, that I have Sage Mode, 6-Path Sage Mode. Hold up, Sage Mode, 6-Path Sage Mode. Didn't you already have like 6 paths or whatnot, or whatever? No, that's the 6 paths. Sage of the 6 paths mode is different. Oh yeah? In what way? Well, for instance, 6 paths Sage mode is much more refined, I would say. It's more refined in the ways of a sage, and like sensory, strength, senses, all of that, you know, like a sage. Ah, okay. Well, alright then. I can break anything with a single bound of my fist. I have speed so fast that I'm a blur in the blink of an eye. I am a blur in the blinking eye of a human. Alright. Alright, well that's some of my abilities. A few others I wish to have Sakura and Granny Tsunade's power, which was... I can't remember the name. So yeah, I wish to have like Sakura's strength, her jutsu, Granny Tsunade's intelligence, and I think that was about it for them. And then I wished for Gaara's control over sand, and then for the other Jinchurikis, like their tailed Biju's chakra, all of it. And then, yeah. Okay, well I can sense that you're seriously gonna become overpowered and I should start leveling up before you. Because I need a sparring partner, and you're probably gonna need one as well. Well, I guess you're right about that then. Alright, so towards the entrance? Towards the entrance. As Naruto and Deku begin to make their way towards the entrance, 1.5 months later, or no, 7 weeks later, or no, a full month later. Okay, alright, we're here. We're at the entrance. After a full month of traveling, resting, and non-stop enemies on the way here, which I very much conclude that they're gonna start respawning after we left. So there are gonna be 2 times more enemies when we go all the way to the exit. As you hear, Naruto. Yep, we're gonna be in all sorts of trouble. Alright. Alright, once I leave here, you follow me afterwards after 3 days. I'm gonna start heading my way back towards the exit. And after 3 days, you come along. Alright? Naruto. Yeah, I hear ya. Yeah. So, you go ahead right now, and then I'll follow you after 3 days have passed. Here. Yeah. So yeah, after like 3 days have passed, after when Deku left, it was time for Naruto to go. But yeah, after like 3 days have passed, after Deku left and all that, Naruto began to make his way towards the exit, which was 3.5 miles away. Oh boy, it's gonna be a long trek. But yeah, Deku has been leveling up pretty nice through the 3 days that he got a head start. Like, most of his strength stats and his speed were upgraded. He upgraded his ability, luck, or wish luck. Wishmaker? Yeah, Wishmaker. He upgraded Wishmaker a lot. He upgraded Wishmaker a lot, which now had 100% chance of his wish becoming true. Which now he had 100% chance of making his wish come true. So yeah. He upgraded Todoroki's quirk all the way up to the point where it was max level, like black fire, or no, blue fire and um, blue fire and black ice. Yeah, he upgraded it to the point where it's harder than any magical item and steel that you can have, and hotter than any flame that you could ever touch, incinerating you on the touch. Like, basically. Bakugo's quirk. You know, spoiler alert for the movie Heroes Rising. If you've not seen the movie, I would dearly suggest you going to see it if you're gonna hear what I'm about to say. You know that move where Bakugo like had one for all and like he exploded 9 with his one for all charged explosion? One for all is a booster that boosts the quirk itself past its limits. And you know that big explosion that Bakugo pulled off? Oh man, my god, I just had to pop my neck. Oh, I wonder if you guys heard that. I don't know if you did, but yeah. After, uh, after, or you know what? No, I wasn't even going on after something like that. But yeah, that big, gigantic explosion that Bakugo pulled off with his one for all charged explosion. Yeah, that's his base. The explosions that I'm gonna make him have are near nuclear. Wink. And now for one for all, since it's like 20 times, it's already stupidly strong already. Like, it's absolutely not funny type stupidly strong already. But yeah. As when Deku did the explosions, you could hear it throughout the entire massive cave system. About like 3 days away from Deku, Naruto could hear this gigantic kaboom throughout the cave. Oh, what the... Naruto, what the hell? What... what was that? As he's like whipping his head around, going back and forth. As Deku, he screams out, "Sorry! That was me, Naruto! I'm sorry!" As the sound finally catches up about 3.5 days away, all the way down the cave system towards the entrance and exit, as he hears a faint, "Sorry, that was me, Naruto. Sorry for waking you if I did." Oh, so it was him, huh? Well, alright then. But yeah, as Deku upgraded, he upgraded his strength, which is up to a dragon's par, a par up to dragons, and then he upgraded his sight, hearing, smell, his taste, all of that, the 6 senses of a human. He upgraded them a lot thanks to the XP that he was getting. So thanks to the XP that he was getting from these monsters, as it keep continuously saying, "You learned a skill," slash, "You learned a skill," slash kick, combine these skills, slash kick, kick slash. You can slash an opponent and deal 50 damage, and then kick opponent for 2 times more the amount of damage, which is about 55. I'm just gonna say that just because. And all these other abilities and all that, upgrading the quirks, and oh my god, I should probably like default one for all for a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So after all of a sudden, the quirk one for all shut itself down, as it says, user is unfit to wield. User is too weak to wield. I'm too weak? Okay. What rank do I have to be to order to wield you? Notice, wielder must be Demon Lord in order to wield power of one for all. As I up in the heavens, my god, he is getting too powerful. Maybe I should just nerf him down just a little bit until he gets up to a Demon Lord level. As I click a button, sending the notice. As when I'm like typing in these notices and giving him extra skills as he's going, I realize that he may have picked an overpowered build and the way that they're working together. And also, plus, I said this. I knew I was right to give them both the chance to reincarnate next to one another, but now that I see it, it's too much of a masterpiece. But yeah. But yeah. But yeah, anyway. That's where Naruto finds someone that looks oddly enough like him. Like, they look very similar. Like, from his memory, he looks just like his old self. Which will look like this. This is what that Draconian looks like, or Wyvernian. A Wyvernian that looks oddly, strangely enough like him. Up in the heavens above. I suppose this could be a little bit of a gift. Now, for you as well, Izuku. How about I do a little bit of this, as I do some hand seals, and also as it goes into the dragon hand seal. You know, so it just, as I click a button saying, notice, you have gained the max level to earn the body that you have possessed in your previous life. As I hit send, as Zuku, as the text reads, notice, you have reached max level for the Draconian race. You have gained a present for reaching this max level in such a short amount of notice. You are able to possess the body that you once lived in your past life. As he says, what? As this is what he looks like, right here. This is the one that he's possessing the body of. This is only like 1% of his muscle. If you want to get a full glimpse of what his full power of muscle looks like, here is what I got for you, my friend. Here's what he looks like. This is what he looks like, with his full power and muscle mass released. I know, jacked as heck. Absolutely crazy bodybuilder max amount of muscle. Like, he's got a chiseled chin, absolutely gigantic, ginormous muscles. And I'm gonna say this right now, he's about 7 foot 7 inches. Yeah, that sounds about right. 7'7" and 400 pounds. 7'7", 400 pounds. There. Okay, I figured it out. 400 pounds, 7'7". He can hurt a low level draconian, but a high level wyvernian can give him a trouble. Like a high level wyvernian can give him a bit of a trouble, but for a draconian, like a low level can absolutely destroy him. But yeah, this is what he looks like if he had all of his power released at once. But yeah, as his body expands all the way to the 100% max power level for the draconian race, human form, as the full power max with the draconian human form, as he grows 7'7" and 400 pounds of muscle. But then his body begins to condense and gets smaller and smaller until he's an average 5 feet 7 inches. Or you know what, 6 feet 6 inches. Yeah, I don't know if that's tall or short, whichever one. I'm just trying to say he's pretty tall. Like, think of an average everyday human, like an average height, but he's like 2 feet taller than an average man. An average grown man, he's bigger. But yeah, he unlocked another skill that allows him to cover his entire body in fire, which is this right here. The fire can go from his shoulders, from the top of his head, all the way down here to his fists, going up his forearm, close to the elbow pad, but mostly on his fist. So yeah, as he charged his blue fire onto his fists, as it goes halfway up his forearm close to the elbow pads that you see on the screen, and then the fire comes off of his shoulders, the top of his head, like All Might's like symbol, like you know, like those two, like what I can see them as antennas, the basic antennas look for All Might's hairstyle. Those two flames come out of his head, one going slightly left, one going slightly right, in the shape of a V. As he tests out his new power on a draconian, or a dragon in this case, which is about so yeah, as his draconian form comes back, or no, another draconian fact. You know what, I'm just not gonna waste the time in pausing the video and whatnot. I'm just gonna show you what I got downloaded so far, since I'm pretty sure that I did that in the past already. Okay, click off of that. Okay. Sorry if this is taking a long time. Where is it? Where is it? I know it's around here somewhere. Come on. You know what? I'm just gonna say it. I don't think I can find it. And if I do, it's just gonna take a little bit too long. I'ma just use whatever cool picture comes up next. Which is right here. There we go. I'm very happy that you sat through that in that agonizing silence. Yeah. This, as he comes across another draconian person, as he speaks. Yes. Yes. What is it? Who are you? My name is Dagon. My name is Dagon, the Dragon of the North. Who are you, young one? My name is Izuku Midoriya, but you can call me Deku. Deku. Isn't that the name for someone who can't do anything? Well, yes, but I see it different. Interesting. Interesting. What are you doing here? Well, I've been looking for a way out of here. Or me and my friend, well, he's not here. He's 3 days away behind me. We were using this place as an XP farm, you know? Yes, I think I know what you're talking about. Wait, how do you know? Because I am a reincarnation as well. What? Yes. I reincarnated in this world as well. My name was Iwatani. Iwatani Sayaku. Iwatani Sayaku. I was a lonely person. Very lonely. But I died in my sleep one day. But anyways, enough about that. So you wish to become stronger than your friend because he already has OP abilities, yes? Yeah, exactly. Well, seems you've piqued my interest. You see these eggs that I'm keeping warm? Yeah? As he sees the eggs underneath his chest. What about 'em? Come closer. Do you feel any mana magic pulling you towards a specific egg? Now that you mention it, I kinda do. Good. Follow that mana magic. Follow it to whichever egg it's drawing you to. As it goes to the one further in the middle and less on the right, more on the left, so yeah. As he touches the egg that it feels like it's generating the most mana, and the one that's drawing him closer and closer to. Good. You've just picked out yourself a dragon to ride. Wait, really? Another draconian? No, this one is a pure dragon. But it also has the intelligence of myself in it. Wow. Okay, that's really cool. I know it is. But yeah. Anyways, I'll be doing the same thing to your friend when he gets here. Oh, okay. Awesome. Well, I guess I'd best be get going now, right? Yes. I'll be seeing you around, Izuku. Or Deku, as you put it, right? Yeah. Well, in that case, I'll be seeing you around, Deku. As that's where I'm gonna leave it, guys. I know that you guys probably want me to continue, but I am getting tired and my brain is exhausted. So if you want a part 2, let me know down in the comments. It's probably going to be a little bit because I need to let my brain rest after pulling on it all day, squeezing out the most that I can for ideas for this what if. So if you want a part 2, you're going to have to wait for a little bit, as it does take a little bit of effort for me to think up of a story on the spot. So yeah, I'll be seeing you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.